It's getting harder and harder to keep this quiet.
I wonder if it's time to be open about it.
Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host Jefficho, my co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Orville episode 4.
They actually did it.
Yeah?
I just want to get into that immediately.
Okay.
They actually did it.
What did they do?
Lieutenant Tyler is a secret undercover Krill. Spoilers, by the way. They just did it.
Yeah, they didn't hold back.
That is just a direct shot across Discovery's bow. Is that even across the bow? Or they're just going after them?
Well, you know, they actually said that she underwent
Transcellular Micro grafting. An extremely painful process, but the only way to fool your bioscanners.
which is an explanation we never got in Discovery for anything of how they were able to cover up the fact that it wasn't obvious.
Yeah. They at least said, this is how we fool your, technology or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that was sort of implied in Discovery, but they didn't out and say it.
I'm glad it was better than just the holographic technology, because
that would have been shitty. Doctor, who's that? Never seen one.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting them to give it away immediately with this episode. They were dropping more hints, like, oh, is that an Earth guy? I've never seen any of these movies.
She didn't know the movie. She didn't know the music. Mm-hmm. It was kind of cute.
What was that one you showed me about the taxi driver?
Taxi Driver.
Yeah, what was that called?
Yeah, it was called Taxi Driver.
Oh, right.
That's fair enough, because it's X 100 years in the future, and you're probably not gonna know who Billy Joel is. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, you know now.
You know now. If you didn't before, you know who Billy Joel is now.
Yeah. I mean, Ed was running around all panicky, should we come out? Should we tell people? Mm-hmm. Gordon approved. Kelly somehow knew. Yeah. Kelly knew about his 15 different smiles.
Mm-hmm. Aw. By the way.
That was adorable. That's number 4.
Yeah.
I won't let you down. Future captain right here.
He will fail.
Side story here, Gordon trying out command.
Yeah.
Doing the simulator. Advanced ink blots, seeing nothing but penises.
I thought one of them was just actually going to be a dick at some point. And be like, come on.
This is ridiculous. You want me to fail.
This is a hostile work environment.
Yeah, he's chatting up some cute blonde in the rec hall there.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be working for him.
Yeah. Kelly thinks that he's doing it to pick up chicks, which partially true. I mean,
it looks like completely true.
No, because he was still going to keep doing it, I think.
Yeah, actually he did have a nice little heartfelt moment about, if I'm not good enough for myself, how can I be good enough for someone else?
And then, she's just like, you're good enough, and that just, reminds me of the fact that they just got engaged in real life.
They actually did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's dating on this show.
Yeah, be careful. He could get killed off like that.
You just blew up.
But getting back to Tyler, I guess they just jumped right into it with her.
Yeah,
I thought
we got to see a lot of blonde Tyler in different outfits, and I was just like, oh man, she's cute. I don't want her to go away.
No, they just out and did it. I was sort of expecting them to escape together, and this would be just a rendezvous where she gave the Krill, whatever information she gathered, and then come back with the captain.
Yeah. Yeah, they they had that Epsilon 5 there, but supply run. Mm-hmm. Babylon 5 was above Epsilon 3 in the Epsilon system. Maybe that was a little nod to Babylon 5 being a decent sci-fi.
Maybe.
Greatest. I was trying to draw some Trek comparisons because you had Odo and Quark on that planet trying to survive, but
I was also sort of reminded of that episode with Geordi and the Romulan.
Oh yeah,
they've got to work together to get back up.
That's very close to this one, I would say.
Yeah,
except for the lack of romance, but you never know. They spend enough time together.
Yeah, maybe.
Geordi sees people differently through his visor.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. You like that one? Okay, that was the only one?
I found the hero sympathetic. What was his name? Belloc.
Belloc. Those are the Nazis. They were the bad guys.
It was just he's wearing her down, but every time she cold shoots him down whenever he's I miss her, tell her I miss her. She just cold shoots him down each time, but that's just what she's saying. You can tell from her expression through all that makeup that she's actually feeling something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was actually really good.
We got the action that we hadn't been getting. We got a new alien race, the Choctaw.
Yeah, that was cool.
Space
I was excited when the new ship showed up because I'm like, oh, that's not Krill, that's not Union.
Yeah.
We haven't seen these guys before. I thought they were vaguely Ferengi-looking ships, sort of a Ferengi Marauder thing kind of going on.
Well, they were very efficient killers, and the Krill.
Yeah, it's got steamroll.
It's even like more highlighted when Ed's like starting to shoot them, and Ed's killing them, and it's just like. Ed's better at shooting people than this warrior race, the Krill?
Maybe
Avis just didn't care about teaching them that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it seems like the Krill are completely just like, oh, Avis doesn't believe anyone else has a soul, and he only made the universe for us. Mm-hmm. And I really loved how Ed pointed it out. He's just like, there's two kind of reactions when you find out like space is out there, and one is like xenophobia.
Or you just chill out, man.
Yeah, you just chill and realize you're not the center of the universe anymore.
Yeah, that's all right.
Now, from what I've learned of your history, the Krill were a lot less fanatical before you left your home world.
You know nothing of our history.
I know fear when I see it.
And I think, like, sort of getting back to what you said, this was a nice sci-fi story. It was, a little metaphor. We're talking about religious extremism again. I guess we already touched on that with the first Krill episode, but that seems to be what their species is a metaphor for to begin with.
Yeah.
So we're touching on that again. Trust, old movies, Billy Joel, I thought this was a nice sci-fi story, and it balanced out the season a little more for me.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Just keep going after her, like even when it's all done, and she's just like, "Oh, you think this is gonna build some trust between our people?" And it's just like, well, if you ever want to have movie night,
fall to my species. I'm just gonna keep doing this till it works.
Yeah, no, that was nice. I thought this was a good episode, and it sounds like Thrall is leaving.
Yeah,
it sounds we're getting a new security chief. I wonder who that's gonna be.
Thought you'd be glad to know they finally assigned us a new security chief. She'll be here next week.
There are many on board who will be pleased to know this.
Final thoughts, real solid episode of science fiction. If I gotta nitpick, I think the day lasting 23 days means they probably wouldn't have noticed the sun coming up in the first place. Like, planets don't accelerate in their orbits. But that's alright, I'll allow it. Like we've said before, the Orville sometimes gets a wider latitude. Just, it's jokes.
Yeah.
They played Billy Joel over their end themes, so, it's fine. But yeah, overall, definitely enjoyed this one. Had a good sci-fi feel to it, had a good, Star Trek feel to it. Like we said, it was sort of reminiscent of a couple other Star Trek episodes. And the Orville's trucking along real good.
Yeah, I just, I'm left with the question that Gordon had.
Have you guys done it yet?
Did they do it?
Did they? Oh.
I mean, he sidestepped that question, and it's just like the big interest here is compatibility.
She knows how he sleeps.
Like, she was changed and altered, and they explained it well, but would it have worked? And how much research would she have had to have done to fake it?
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. Well, she obviously did a lot because she blended in quite well as a human. Mm-hmm. Should have watched some more like random pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Like you said, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, until next time. Thanks for watching.
See ya.